Hey everyone, and welcome to today's explainer. Today, we're going to objectively break down the massively trending anti-aging supplement, Axavive, to give you the real story before you even think about opening your wallet. If you've been seeing the ads everywhere and wondering, what's actually inside that bottle, well, you are in the exact right place. We're going to completely cut through the noise and look strictly at what the sources, the science, and the fine print actually say.
So let's just dive right into the main question that's literally on everyone's mind. Does this whole inside-out skin supplement actually work, or is it just some really clever marketing? The beauty industry is notoriously full of huge promises, right? And Axavive is currently riding a massive wave of popularity. We really need to figure out if the facts match the hype.
To get to the bottom of this, we're going to act as your impartial investigators today and systematically walk through 5 key areas: the inside-out approach, breaking down the formula, marketing language versus reality, safety and side effects, and finally, pricing and return policies. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the inside-out approach, targeting skin from within. First things first, we need to establish exactly what Axavive is and who it's actually made for. Unlike those topical serums or creams you'd apply directly to your face, Axavive is a daily oral dietary supplement. It's an actual capsule. It's primarily targeted at adults over 40. Honestly, mostly women who are looking for a more natural, systemic approach to getting smoother, firmer skin. The whole premise here is supporting your skin's hydration and elasticity from the inside. And from a manufacturing standpoint, our sources note it's produced right in the United States in an FDA-registered and GMP-certified facility, which basically just means it follows strict good manufacturing practice standards for consistency. Moving right along to Section 2, breaking down the formula. Let's look at the 6 botanicals. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting because we're looking at the actual science inside the bottle. You aren't just buying a fancy brand name, you're buying these 6 specific botanical extracts. First up, we've got astragaloside IV, which is an extract from Eastern herbalism that's been studied for cellular resilience. Then there's Centella asiatica, you might actually know it as Go-To Cola, and this one has a really deep research base in skincare for supporting collagen. We also see pine bark extract, recognized for antioxidant properties and elasticity support. Rounding out the whole formula are Panax ginseng for cellular energy, Bacopa monnieri, which is an adaptogen for cellular protection, and Cistantia, a delert botanical used to support moisture and firmness. So individually, these are real, recognizable plant compounds with actual historical and research backgrounds. But hold on a second, here is where we need to pause. The crucial thing to understand is that while these ingredients are absolutely real, the brand uses what's called a proprietary blend. This is super common in the supplement world, but it means the exact milligram dosages of each botanical are not publicly disclosed on their main product page. So if you're someone who really wants full dosage transparency before putting something into your body, you're actually going to need to contact their customer service directly to request that full supplement facts panel. All right, on to Section 3, marketing language versus reality. It's time to demystify some of this jargon. This is absolutely crucial. We have to separate the brand's flashy promotional language from established dermatological science. If you've seen their ads, you've definitely seen the term Axon Renewal heavily advertised as the big secret behind the product. But you really need to understand this. Axon Renewal is just the brand's proprietary framing. It's a marketing term they literally created to describe this theoretical internal communication between nerves and skin cells. It is definitely not an established clinical category in cosmetic dermatology. Similarly, you might see them talking about the golden seed switch. Now, that sounds pretty revolutionary, right? But this is just their interpretive marketing narrative built around that ingredient we mentioned earlier, astragaloside IV. The idea is that it theoretically activates cellular pathways. But experts are quick to note that this is based on early-stage preclinical laboratory science. It's not some proven therapeutic mechanism in human cosmetic trials. Basically, it's a catchy metaphor, not a medical diagnosis. When we compare these marketing claims directly against scientific reality, the picture becomes so much clearer. The marketing promises this revolutionary repair and guaranteed visible results. The scientific reality? Well, individual results vary wildly. Because this is a botanical supplement, it generally requires 3 to 6 months of consistent daily use before any potential visible cosmetic shifts might even appear. And that's if they appear at all. So no, it is absolutely not an overnight, injectable-grade quick fix. Let's move to Section 4, safety and side effects. We have some crucial warnings to cover here. Please listen up, especially if you are currently taking any medications. Botanical or natural does not automatically mean harmless. Because Axavive contains active ingredients like Panax ginseng, There are documented interaction risks. Ginseng can actually interact with blood thinners like warfarin, as well as certain blood pressure and diabetes medications. If you fall into any of these categories, or if you're pregnant, nursing, on immunosuppressants, or have liver or kidney conditions, you absolutely must consult your doctor before starting this regimen. No exceptions. I actually really love this quote straight from our source material because it grounds everything in pure reality. No dietary supplement can guarantee specific results. Individual results vary significantly based on baseline skin, age, and sun exposure. Look, supplements just cannot undo decades of cumulative sun damage. Your outcome is going to depend heavily on your genetics, your age, and your existing lifestyle.
Finally, let's hit Section 5, pricing and returns. We're looking at the logistics and, yes, the catch.
So let's talk about your wallet, how to buy this safely, and the very specific catch regarding their refund policy. The pricing structure is actually quite transparent. Like a lot of direct-to-consumer products, the per-bottle costs drop significantly if you're willing to buy in bulk. A 2-bottle starter package sits at $79 per bottle. That drops to $69 a bottle for a 3-bottle bundle and goes all the way down to $49 a bottle if you commit to the big 6-bottle 180-day supply.
Now, the incredibly good news here is that there are no hidden subscription traps. Seriously, every order is a one-time purchase. No sneaky auto ship, no recurring billing nightmares to cancel later. The larger tiers even include some digital bonuses like Confidence Rewired. However, a massive warning from our sources. You absolutely must order directly from the official website. Counterfeit versions are currently circulating on other platforms right now, and buying fake products puts both your health and your wallet at major risk.
Okay, now about that 90-day money-back guarantee they heavily advertise. Here is what the return process actually requires in real life. First, obviously, you have to initiate it within 90 days. Second, and guys, this is the catch, you have to send every single bottle from your original order back to their fulfillment center in Ohio. That means regardless of whether the bottles are empty, partially used, or completely unopened, they all have to go back. And third, you are entirely responsible for paying those return shipping costs. So it's a highly structured policy, not just a magic no questions asked button. Definitely keep your original packaging if you plan to test it out. So as we wrap up today's explainer, before you go and click that buy button, ask yourself this honestly. Are you already covering the basics? Are you wearing sunscreen every single day, getting enough sleep, and staying properly hydrated? Or are you secretly expecting a $79 botanical supplement to do all the heavy lifting for you? Axavive definitely offers an interesting blend of well-researched botanicals, but true skin health is always going to be a combination of what you put in your body and how you live your life. So what's your foundation look like? Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive, and remember to always keep asking the right questions.